Hi, I'm Old Norse specialist Dr. Jackson Crawford. In this video, what I want to look at, since it's one of my quick takes, is just the brief question of what the title Hávamál means. Now, the mál part is not difficult. Many Old Norse poems, such as Grímnismál or Hákonarmál, have the word mál in their titles. Mál simply means words, speech, sayings. It's the háva part that's potentially of two meanings. So what we have is an Old Norse adjective hor, which means high. This is a name of Odin. He claims it as one of his names in Grímnismál when he's listing his names. I think that's in stanza 46. And it's one of the names that he uses in Snorri Sturluson's Prose Edda when he's talking to Gylfi. The genitive, singular, masculine, weak form of the adjective hor is háva. If you don't know Old Norse grammar, I do have a video about Old Norse adjective grammar, actually a couple of those, that you can check out. But long story short, háva, formed from hor, means of the high one. So Hávamál could quite transparently just be words of the high one. However, there is another potential solution to this, which also implicates Odin as the author. Hor, high, is related to a Gothic adjective, haus, or hochs, depending on how you choose to pronounce Gothic. Gothic being, of course, a closer related language to Old Norse, preserved in detail at an earlier stage of its development. So, hochs, high, in Gothic, hor, high, in Old Norse. But there's another adjective attested in Gothic, hax, or haix, depending again on how you choose to pronounce Gothic. This means one-eyed. It's cognate with Latin caecus, meaning one-eyed. So this adjective would also be expected to have the form hor if it had survived in Old Norse. If it did survive in the form of Odin's name, it's not attested as just an average adjective anywhere, then it's possible that the Odin name hor, even if someone like Snorri in the 1200s interpreted that as meaning high, actually originally meant one-eyed. Now, we would not expect the masculine genitive singular weak form of hor, one-eyed, to be háva, but it could have received influence from the forms of hor, high, since they were homophonous in the nominative singular. So there is just a possibility, and I've always found this very tempting to believe, that Hávamál has a double meaning, words of the high one and words of the one-eyed, and that second meaning was effectively forgotten in the 1200s when the Prose Edda and Poetic Edda were written down, but that at one time this was actually a clever double meaning that's very suitable to the very double meaning nature of Odin himself. I hope that's gone some of the ways toward answering your question. If you are interested in Hávamál, I hope you'll check out my translation of the Poetic Edda, which is already available, as well as my translation of Hávamál in The Wanderer's Hávamál, a standalone edition of Hávamál that will be out in September. That book will also include the full Old Norse text, edited by me directly from the text of the Codex Regius, together with my English commentary. And by the way, edited doesn't mean changed, it means presented to you in a structured form, and not just as the difficult to read mess that a manuscript can look like to untrained eyes. I also have many videos about Hávamál I hope you'll check out, as well as 280 something other videos about every topic you could think of in Norse myth, language, culture, and society. And I hope that you'll consider joining my Patreon if you haven't already, to help me continue making these videos in beautiful places for free. For now, from beautiful Colorado, I'm wishing you all the best.